Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 599, Power of Diligence. There's a little man. Alright, Power of Diligence. PhDs aren't necessarily the smartest people around, but they are smart people who stuck with it, who were diligent enough to get it done. They did not give up, which is a lot of the grad programs. It's about seeing how far you're willing to go, seeing how far you're willing to push yourself to get to a result you want, which is a thesis or dissertation. And as an author, it's the book. Are you willing to get the book done? And then the next book and the next book. One and done. That's for a hobby writer, somebody who always wanted to write a book. You write the book, great, congratulations. But if you're thinking about making this a business, something more than a hobby, something more than just writing that one book, because as you write it, you find out you have more and more ideas, and you want to get those down. So now you're a writer. You're a novelist. You're a storyteller, and you keep getting them down. All of a sudden, you've got more than one book. Then you can make it a business because your words have value. So books are written in the same way. Diligence. You got to get it done. You can't sell what you don't have. Well, you can, but then you'd be a scammer. And we're not scammers. We're trying to realize value for our words, but you have to get those words down. So diligence, the power of diligence. You can edit a book once you're done with it. You can tweak it. You can adjust it. You can rewrite it. But you can't do any of that until the book is done. So do it, and then do it again, and then do it again and again. And what you'll find is that it's easier to write that book the second time. It's easier to write the 10th book. It's easier to write the 20th book. It's never easy, but it's easier as you understand. And you get more deeply into the story, more deeply into the prose, into the narration, into the delivery of your story, the more you do it. That's simply practice. That's simply the wisdom of experience. And experience is best learned with failure. So you write that first book and it sells 4 copies. There you go. What a great learning experience. And then you go do it again. And people are like, what the hell? You lost your butt on that first one. You paid for a cover, you paid for editing, and you sold 4 copies. Yes. And you do it again because you know what? That's how you learn. When you go buy your first set of golf clubs, guess what? You haven't made any money on the course yet. And you know what? You're not going to make money on the course because you're an amateur, unless you're a pro, and then you spend a lot of money trying to make money. So it's never easy. It's never easy being an author. It's never easy writing that next book. It's never easy looking at a book that did not succeed. And I've got a lot of books. I've got some 130 books published. And I look back at some books, and I have books with like 15 reviews because they just didn't sell. And I think they're good, but they didn't sell. And you know what? You got to get past that. And getting a 1-star review, you're like, oh my God, I'm horrible. Well, no, I don't think that anymore. There's just people that it wasn't the right book for them, or they're trolls. Either way, doesn't matter. What matters is the 98% of the people who do like the stories, and more, and it keeps building. So each new book, I get more and more reviews and sales just because it builds up. Diligence. It's not that I'm a better writer than anybody else, but maybe I'm better at delivering to my audience. And that's what matters. Diligence. In the end, the reward will be worth it because it's your legacy when you're gone, and it's your life now. So you can do this now, especially as you get better and better. You find that it gives you options you didn't have before. You think, hey, 80 hours, 120 hours sitting in a chair writing a story. I don't have 120 hours. Well, not this week, but over the course of a month, 3 months, 6 months, you probably do. And if you carve out that time and you make it happen, diligence, 80 hours in, you're thinking, hey, I'm only 2/3 of the way done with this book. Oh my God, there's so much left ahead of me. Oh, you stop? No, you keep going, because look at that. You're so close to the end. Keep rolling. And in the end, you'll have something you can live on now, and you'll have a legacy to pass on because you were diligent in getting that book done. All right. Power of diligence. Peace, fellow humans.